Thanks, Ken Corla. It is a national scandal how children with scoliosis are treated in this country, left languishing on waiting lists, not for months, but for years in some cases, their conditions worsening. We've heard promise after promise about bringing the waiting lists down, going back to 2017, when we heard from then Minister for Health, Simon Harris, that would be a maximum waiting list of 4 months. We heard it again from CHI in 2022, again the same promise of a 4-month maximum wait and a provision of an extra €19 million to provide that. Now it emerges that the money has not been spent on that, or a large portion of the money has not been spent on that, but instead has generally gone into CHI. The Minister yesterday in the Seanad and today the Tánaiste to here are saying we're going to have an audit, we're going to look into how this happened. But the buck ultimately stops with you. I mean, you were told by campaigners. I've seen an email from Amanda Santry to the Minister for Health in July 2022 saying it looks like CHI thinks this money is for everything. So you cannot evade responsibility on this.
Minister for Health.
Much, Deputy. It is simply the case that you can only audit how something is being used when it is in place. There is a 5th theatre which we funded. It's in place. There's a 2nd MRI facility in Crumlin which we funded. Now those services were not in place in 2022, and in fact they weren't in place most of the way through 2023. Most of those big services started in Q4 of last year. So it's only from Q4 of last year that we can seek assurances that the resources that are put in place are being used for what they were intended. We looked into this straight away. I sought assurances from CHI via my department. We didn't get them. I sought assurances via the board of CHI. We didn't get them. And I then took the unprecedented step of instructing the Chief Executive of the HSE to send in the HSE's internal auditors. And so it's only Deputy Doherty, in a profoundly dishonest contribution early on, would seem to be suggesting, Chair, that we can audit in 2022 the use of an MRI capacity that didn't exist until the end of 2023. So what I can assure the House, Chair.
If you've made the point, would you please stop disrupting the House? Please. Could people learn to read the clock? I mean, you've adopted a regulation here that there's a minute for every question. Everybody disregards the thing. They disregard the chair. They don't respond when they're called on. Most unruly and unacceptable behaviour, I have to say. You'd want the patience of Job to put up with some of it.